Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again. Today we'll be talking about different functions of lookup. These functions help us look through sorted rows and columns in order to find the value of the cell in the result range. Before you we have a table that displays the name of the states, its capital, the population, and area. To the right we have the functions that we'll be discussing: lookup, Vlookup, and Hlookup. Let's begin by selecting what we want to look up. Right-click on the cell and Data Validation. Under Criteria, we want to select the range. Click on column A, OK, and Save. Now we can see that we have a drop-down list with all of the states. We'll choose Alabama, and to the right, we'll type the function =lookup, open parentheses, and click on Alabama to the left, which is the search key, comma, click on column A for the search range, comma, and click on column B, which is the result range, and close parentheses. You can see that the capital for Alabama is Montgomery. Now let's say we wanted to search for the opposite, having the capital as the search key and the result being the state. Let's try that. We'll change the function and set column B as the search range and column A as the result range. We'll paste the capital Montgomery as the search key. But you'll notice that we received a false result. This brings us to our limitations in lookup. The lookup function, and this holds true for Vlookup and Hlookup as well, can only provide the correct search result when it is to the right of the search range. A way to get around this would be to simply transpose between columns A and B. Let me set the function back and we'll choose Texas next. As you can see, we have a strange result, so let's see why that is. We have two separate entries for Texas, and that brings us to another limitation in lookup. Lookup will provide us with the first result only. So if we have duplicate values, it would probably be a good idea to organize the list first. Moving on, we want to show more information about each state. So let's adjust the function before we copy it. We want the search key to remain constant. So we'll press F4, and that adds the dollar symbol before and after G. And we'll do the same for the search range. Now we can drag this cell to the right, and the function is copied correctly. Let's get into the Vlookup function. We'll copy the drop-down list from lookup and type the function to the right, =Vlookup, open parentheses, click on Alabama to the left, comma, and select the whole table, comma, and now we choose the index. This is the result that we'll be provided with. Index 1 indicates the first column, index 2 for the second column, and so on. We'll choose 2, and finally we'll instruct if we want an approximate or exact match. True indicates an approximate match. Let's test that and type new as the search key. You can see that the result we receive is Carson City, which is the closest match that it found. Now we'll instruct to receive an exact match by typing false. We can see that because an exact match was not found, we received a result of not available. Let's choose New York as the search key. There you go, you have the correct result. Again, we want to show more information, so we'll have to adjust the function before copying it. Press F4 before G, and again F4 before A. Now we can copy and paste. You'll still have to update the index manually. 3 in the third column, and 4 in the fourth column. Here you can see the results are indeed correct. Finally, we have Hlookup, and as you may have guessed it, the H stands for horizontal. I'll copy a small section of the table for the example. But instead of pasting directly, I'll right-click, Paste Special, and paste transposed. Now we have a small section of the table in a horizontal fashion. I'll highlight the titles in green so it's easier to see. Let's add a data range only of the states in our new table. And type the function to the right, =Hlookup, open parentheses, and click on the search key to the left, which is currently empty, comma, select the entire table, comma, and choose the index 2, comma, and type false to get an exact match. Right now we have an error because the search key is empty. Let's change it to Alabama, and instantly we have our result. Let's adjust the function again before we copy it. F4 before the search key, and F4 before the range. We'll drag the function to the right, and now we just have to update the indexes to 3 and 4 respectively. Again, we see our correct results. So that was 3 types of lookup functions that could be used to help with finding the correct result in any type of table you may have. If you have any questions, comment below and I'll be happy to help. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time!